Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to the future. It's not the best choice, no, I'm just kidding, these hats are fucking dope. They're definitely the best choice. Look at them, just look at the confidence that I feel radiating off of our team right now. It's incredible. Alright, so what are we doing? I forgot, I kind of forgot what we were doing. I got so wrapped up in the confidence and the beauty of it all. Well, whatever it is, it's probably downstairs.
You alright, Mr. Vicker? Need us to slow down?
What are you implying?
I love it so much.
Fit. My knee is just acting up.
It's just basic interactions.
Older, Mr. Vicker. Don't worry. The captain and I'll take care of you.
I need neither your advice nor your pity, young lady.
It's a real, like, Punch and Judy quality to it. Also, she knows what his name is. It's not like they're strangers calling him Mr. Vicker.
CNP near maple syrup. It's near this complete breakfast.
What do you mean I can't just steal these cards? That's ridiculous. What is this? Public terminal. What is the public terminal for? Recent users. It turns out some people from the station used the thing. Access user Callahan M. Did he forget to log out? Oh, he did forget to log out. From SC Manager 541, subject, the hat. You may... This is a response. You made your spacer's choice when you signed the employment contract. Original message. I keep telling you the hat doesn't fit right. There's something wrong with it. How many people have worn this thing before me? Is this my life now? Because if it is, I'll take it. I'll be your moon man. But there won't be anything left of me to care. Is Martin Callahan the best character in the game? It's possible. 2, Mama C, subject, hi mom. That... Taking the internet handle Mama C is like totally something my mom might do. Alright, we'll start with the original message this time. We'll read them in chronological order. Subject, hi mom. Hope you're doing well, mom. Thought I'd check in. Engineers visit the shop a bunch. I remember when I used to turn a wrench back home on Terra 2. Lilia Hagen over in Sublight told me I could always pursue a career in salvage if this thing doesn't work out. Please give Dad and the others a hug from me. Mom, it's really great that we can stay in touch like this. Little reminders of home are more important than ever. Enjoy the quality Spacer's Choice goods that I sent. You can get ones just like them at home, but I figured you might appreciate me getting the company discount and all. And Mom replies, Are you okay, honey? She can tell. That's not his normal tone. The hat is taking over. Public notices about the heat. I know it's bad. As the one whose office is closest to the radiators, you can imagine why I want to take 3 showers every day. I hear you. We've got eyes on the problem, and hands and tools. It's a mechanical problem with a mechanical solution. In the meantime, enjoy some additional water rations, and take breaks. You deserve them. If you're thirsting for cooler air, talk to your closest engineer about spots with favorable circulation. You know, she's doing her best. Seeking contractors, Sublight Salvage. Seeking ethically flexible spacer with Stellar Bay landing clearance. Hey, that's gonna be me pretty soon. Payment in exchange for return of legal salvage. Details given upon acceptance of contract. Active warrants? Prior convictions? No questions asked. Our background checks filter out criminal red flags. Plausible deniability is the Sublight way. I like the idea that the check filters out the red flags. What is even the point of the check then? Alright, loitering on board property is strictly prohibited. I don't know if y'all knew this. The Halcyon Holdings corporate office and its environs are for conducting official board business only. Anyone found misusing board property will be fined accordingly. Board property includes, but is not limited to, Halcyon Holdings office here on Groundbreaker, the space directly in front of my desk, the space directly behind my desk, my doorway, my berth, and, most importantly, my stairs. Thank you for your cooperation, Udom Bedford, guy who sucks. P.S. Please note that the next spacer caught drinking on the stairs outside the embassy may find themselves on the rude side of an airlock. That's pretty rude. P.P.S. This is the 3rd time I've had to post this message and I'm sick and tired of it. I will not hesitate to open a board-sanctioned investigation into your behavior and, when you are caught, punish you accordingly, Felix Millstone. We have not met Felix Millstone, have we? Let's maybe make that something of a priority. Also, let's stop into the rest and go here and actually do the thing we're supposed to do in here. Hey there, little guys. Yeah, we ran in here very briefly, but we did not meet with Gladys. You know, I don't think I even looked around too thoroughly. I think I got distracted by the, secret passage that we discovered.
This place has a smell, right? It's not just me, like mold and old socks.
Hey, that's a little bit more sensible as, like, dialogue that we might receive from a stranger. Anybody looking? Oh, this isn't stealing anyway. It doesn't matter if anybody's looking. Jesus Christ. Max legitimately scared the hell out of me there. He came running around the corner like some kind of horror movie demon. Apparently I have a key card. I believe that. I pick up key cards. That's a thing that sounds like me. This is my room, obviously, so all of this must be my stuff. Bunch of nanners. Who doesn't need a bunch of nanners in their life? Service award. That's me. I do service for things. Can't prove I don't. Free heavy ammo, like anyone in the universe could possibly need more ammo. Max, you gotta stop doing that. Just don't stand directly behind me. I don't know why that's so much to ask. Everything gotta be difficult with these two. Hey there, guy whose room this is. I'm just visiting. Hello?
I'm just in port long enough to get another hall contract.
Cool. I'm gonna annoy you until you leave the room.
I picked up some weird chatter on my way in. It seemed to come from Monarch? That maniac on Monarch still screaming into the comms void. Getting real sick of it.
It's weird that they would give them one voice line that's like, oh man, I don't know, I might have gotten a transmission from Monarch. And then another voice line that's like, we are definitely getting transmissions from Monarch all the time, and it's not even surprising anymore. I do want to steal his Adreno. I also want to use his terminal. And I want to take his tossball cards. We're just gonna start here. Alright. Main menu. The rest and go. Guest terminal. Pay to view movies. Pay to view is restricted to diamond level guests, but feel free to peruse the catalog. Entertainment cartridges are available for rent at the main desk. There are currently 0 cartridges in stock. My big canid friend. A lab-grown giant canid goes on an adorable rampage, leading a family of scientists on a wild chase across Emerald Vale. Spending the holiday away from home proves to be a chore, but the family soon realizes that true friends are the monsters you meet along the way. Rated FSR 11 for fun times, simulated rampage, and body count 11. Body count 11. I kind of love that idea of just putting the body count right in the rating, although I suppose in a lot of films it could function as a spoiler. Also, the last line of this is brilliant. Well done, writer. Nanner Spank 7 Primal Affections. Alright, listen. If you're under the age of 13, what I want you to do is mute the video and cover your eyes for the next 30 seconds. Synopsis. Raised by wilderness primals, one man will leave the jungle he knows to explore the one he doesn't. Keystone. Came for Nanner Spank. That's the filthiest sentence I've ever said. But he stayed for love. Can a young corporate executive collar this creature, or will she awaken the beast within? Rated PACNS for passion, anthropoid, and consensual nanner spanking. Well, at least it's consensual. Alright, back to root. What about the cereals? Cereal, baking with Edna. In this time-honored culinary classic, Chef Edna gives valuable life lessons while she cooks from the Book of Approved Cakes. Learn to maintain a structured kitchen, obey your head chef, achieve a good sponge, and obey your sous chef. Edna is the boss in her kitchen. Now she can be the boss of yours. She's not even looking at the crumb structure. Space hospital. I guess all hospitals out here are space hospitals. If the walls of Orbital Hospital could talk, they'd shriek with terror. These doctors have seen it all. Zero-G cyst lancing, extraterrestrial teratoma. Next, on a very special episode, in order to trap a chem thief, Dr. Margrave must become a serial arsonist. Don't forget to see Space Hospital Nights for steamy suspense. Yo, I would love a good excuse to become a serial arsonist. I would jump at that. Serial, Broderick's Brood. An ordinary colony family let me try that again. An ordinary colony family daydreams of the extraordinary. While Lucia works in the factory canning processed borscht, her ham-handed husband cooks up schemes to land her a big promotion. Will that lovable fool ever learn to be satisfied with what he has? Broderick's Brood is a testament to the less is success family lifestyle. Depressing just to read about. Oh, wait, it worked. We've annoyed him enough that he's changing position. Changing position so his back is to all of his belongings. You fool! Give me all of your things, quickly. We should... Wait, I should... Yeah, occasionally look over and make sure he's not looking. I've taken all your squeeze-its. Everything's mine. These cards, these are my cards. I dropped them here. You can't prove I didn't. Is he still... He's very interested in the front of that folder. He doesn't want to see what's inside there. What are you looking at? I mean, I guess the wear pattern's kind of interesting. Oops, can't zoom in at all without pulling out my giant gun. Alright, pleasure doing business with you. Now I guess let's go actually see Gladys. See, the problem with me is I get distracted very easily, he said, wandering off into a corner because he thought he saw a gap loot could be in. It's just like if you see a thing, how are you not supposed to go after the thing? Look at all the free things. How are there just mag picks sitting here and nobody cares about these? Unclaimed mag picks. Can you imagine? It's ridiculous. Alright. Where did the flies come from? Aren't we in... Okay, never mind. Alright, I suppose we should have a look at these. Anything interesting? We certainly don't need to buy any more Adreno. This is... increases the range at which interactable objects are highlighted. Plus 5 meters? What... How is this worth spending any amount of money on? And then, yeah, damage type changes. Mostly what I'm looking for here is, Purple Berry Lunch, huh. Mostly what I'm looking for here is, obviously, picks and stuff. Every once in a while you'll find a machine that can sell you picks and shunts without having the required skill. It seems like. You know what I did notice here is that they have some armor. I actually kind of like the colors on this armor a little bit better than the colors on what we're wearing now. And this has 18 defense. This is probably better armor than at least one of us is wearing. What does my armor look like? 16. It's lowering my stealth skills, but it is making me better at shooting the big gun. I think I like this. Defense skills are not super useful. Maybe it's a good move for Vicar Max. I know he does look good in his outfit. I'm not going to pretend he doesn't, but like his skill bonus here doesn't really help us, I think. I'm going to give him this. Yo, that is a strong look for you. My dude, looking sharp. Alright. Gladys is tired of waiting for us. She has opened the door.
Bless my heart. A stranger come knocking on a poor old woman's door. You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors tell you how good my sugar cookies are? Made without a single natural ingredient or an oven. Just like store-bought.
Or an oven. I guess you could press all of the ingredients together really hard. Use like an industrial press. It'd make like a cookie shape, right? Yeah, Phineas sent me. He said you could sell me a nav key to Stellar Bay.
Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least.
As long as we don't have this conversation on those
I only have
stairs.
the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in.
10,000. 10,000 is the number of bits. Okay, tell me about this opportunity.
Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be this could help out the Groundbreaker, as well as earn some bits. But if you've got qualms...
I'm noticing that my moral flexibility is more highly prized in this time than it was in my own. Yeah, no qualms here. Let's hear those details.
Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago.
Okay, well, we were definitely already going to Roseway, right? I think we had another quest that mentioned it. Why was Roseway abandoned?
Can't say I know for sure. Maybe it never really was.
Sounds like someone poking into somewhere they shouldn't be got into a spot of trouble.
Comm centers don't operate themselves, Captain. Someone had to have sent that distress call manually.
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. Might have been a ruse to keep the rest of the board from sniffing around.
There are no words for how disappointed I am in both Max and Parvati for continuing to remove the head. Yeah, okay, Liz, say no more, I'm in.
You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. Here's a copy of the SOS recording, complete with the coordinates. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. Corporate bigwigs will pay top bit for inside information on their competitors. The more we got the corps fighting each other, the less time they got to meddle in our affairs.
Unfortunately, giant entities like that tend to fight in a way that produces collateral damage semi-unpredictably. But I get what you're saying. Abandoned outpost, corporate secrets, got it.
Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done.
Yeah. Hey, what other jobs do you know about?
Might want to acquaint yourself with Junlei Tennyson, Groundbreaker's chief. She's been trying to get a handle on this heat problem we've got. You'll find her fretting in engineering. I'd say she's a sweet girl, but law forfend someone call me a liar.
I don't know, ma'am. She seemed pretty neat to me.
Parvati, put it back in your
Aren't
pants.
you sweet? And just her type, too.
Apparently she's got a reputation.
What's that supposed to mean?
Forget I said anything.
Listen, everybody's got a type. Let me see what else you got for sale.
Won a charming copper kettle off that girl who runs the pub. She's a fierce arm wrestler, but she's no match for your pal Gladys.
Okay, it turns out it's mostly garbage. Not all of it, though. Give me all of these. 100% of the mag picks. Always. And then this stuff is restricted, but it doesn't say why it's restricted. I'm assuming maybe it's reputation. A lot of it doesn't actually look like anything that should be restricted, though. Okay, well, whatever. We got the thing. We got the valuable thing for. Ooh, what is this? An old datapad once used by the Groundbreakers Mardet security forces. Hasn't been accessed for over a decade. Down on their luck, smugglers will often purchase old datapads in the hope of finding clues to a forgotten cache of goods they can sell. That is, in fact, exactly why I'm purchasing this. The old datapad contains incident reports from various Mardet security patrols. Most are details of simple finds and dust-ups between the crews of Wildcat freighters and corporate haulers. But 2 entries have been marked for later review. August 7, 2344, responded to a code ID 10T, yes, I'm familiar, I also have worked in IT, at the Lost Hope. Vera asked us to bounce some Back Bay rat that got himself soaked in Spectrum Red. Drunken fool got into a scuffle with one of Engineer Tennyson's people. We tossed the rung leech back down to the bays. Asshole fought us the entire way, telling us we'd be sorry once he controlled the hammer's power. If this is some new Hammersmith marketing stunt, I'm complaining to Sunita. Had another run-in with the rung leech from the Lost Hope. Don't know how the uppity piker crawled out of the back bays without us noticing. Locked himself into the repair bay off of docking slip 13 and refused to come out. Kept raving about the weapon's chaotic beauty or some shit while we were trying to talk him out. Had to break off when our shift ended. Hullhead's gotta come out eventually. Okay, so, that's the skeleton, right? Off of docking slip 13, I think that might have been where our ship is docked. Interesting that they threw him in the back bays, and then they were like, somehow he got out several months later. Apparently that's a permanent way of dealing with people. Also, an archive cartridge. Contains the public records of the Hephaestus Mining's outpost on Scylla. Can be used viewing the captain's terminal on the Unreliable. Sure, I'll take that too. And then also this very expensive, extremely high DPS pistol with fancy corrosion damage, and that's pretty cool. We cannot afford it, actually. I don't think I would buy it even if I could. Oh, hold on, we have a lot of junk. There we go, now I can afford it. I don't think we're going to buy it. But it's cool that there are unique, weird weapons on vendors. Gives you a little bit more of a reason to care. Hey Parvati, how's it going? Thank you for keeping the helmet on. Alright, let's go do the thing. We have a whole bunch of things to do. I suppose I could be a little bit more explicit there. Really? You just gonna let me walk in here? It seems like a lot of important stuff maybe is being kept in here. Would you guys maybe come in? All right, thank you. We gotta abbreviate line of sight here a little bit. All right, well, we're definitely gonna take everything that's in the unlocked ones, and we'll consider the locked ones. Got some free nanospank, which, as everyone knows, is the best kind of nanospank. We also need to find this rest and go keycard. I wonder if it's on Gladys. Because there are containers in here that look very impressive to me. Hey, Milo.
How do you do? And welcome to the Rest and Go. We used to be the Go and Rest, but folks never knew when to leave.
Okay.
Sorry. Business has been slow. Anything to occupy the time.
Well, it's like a 5 out of 10 joke. Hey, how's life on the Groundbreaker?
Fine, as long as the board keeps its grubby mitts to itself. Chief Tennyson holds the ship together, the promenade holds our economy together, and Sublight is the shoddy jewel in our rusty old crown.
I am not allowed to ask him about any keycards, I'm noticing. You know what? What kind of business do you and Gladys got running? I guess we'll exhaust this. We'll see if he might slip up and mention anything about that keycard.
Didn't quite catch that. You'll have to speak up.
Business. What do you and Gladys do here?
Glass ear? Sorry, there's a lot of static on my end.
I'm having fun making this dude uncomfortable. What? But I'm standing right here.
Nothing to fear. Sorry again. The sound of Groundbreaker's engines has really got to me over the years.
I was asking, what kind of crimes do you commit with Gladys? Hey, man, are you just pretending you can't hear me so that you don't have to answer questions?
Huh? What?
Yeah, okay, forget it.
Huh. Now that I heard.
Weird. How does the Groundbreaker keep the board at bay?
Our Chief Tennyson has an independent streak, same as her mother and grandmother who rode this ship on the crossing. There's a reason the board's embassy is a glorified shoebox. While Junlei Tennyson lives and breathes, Groundbreaker remains free.
Kind of feel like the board would just, do the obvious thing there, but I guess they must have a good reason not to. It's possible that this whole thing is kind of just beneath their notice. Hey, you mentioned Sublight.
Our local garbage collectors. That Lilia Hagen never met a debris field she didn't like. She freely admits she planted her roots in Groundbreaker to escape board oversight. But I think there's more to it. She's unusual in the head, that one.
Oh, you gotta be careful with people who are unusual in the head, not like us. Do you do business with the promenade merchants?
Of course. Most of our supplies come and go through merchants. Company ships and salvage runs are the only traffic we tend to get. I try and steer clear of that creepy fellow in the moon mask. If there's a cost to being a company man, he paid it in spades.
If I were you, I might watch my tongue. Alright, I'll be on my way. Maybe we should go talk to Martin. He's the only one who's gonna understand us. Now I get it. I have walked a mile in his helmet. Martin, can you believe people around here?
Looking for some Spacer's Jaw? It's recommended by 11 out of 10 Spacer's Choice medical professionals. Don't take my word for it. See for yourself. Make a choice. Spacer's Choice.
Kind of seems like Spacer's Choice does best when people don't have a lot of choices. Hey buddy, you're still logged in on one of the public terminals.
Shit. Oh, shit. Excellent. Yeah, that was intentional. As the face of Spacer's Choice, it's my honor to be a public figure. Who needs privacy when you have job security?
Oof. Too real, friend. Hey, we're wearing the same hat.
I got you too? Same hat. How right you are. Looks really good on you. What a snug fit on your giant head. Hope you're very happy in there.
You think he means it?
I do not think he means it.
As a consumer-facing representative of Spacer's Choice, I'm obligated to project honest testimony, including what I just said. Wear it with pride, with hope. No one can take that away from you.
Damn straight. Alright, I'm leaving. Thanks, it's been good talking to you again. He is still my favorite character. Okay, what are we doing? We need to go to, we are supposed to talk to Udon Bedford. We can't go do anything else off ship until we do that. But, we do have that thing that we were going to do for Junlei. Let's maybe make that our next priority here. So, which one of these is that? New parts from the radiators. Yes, we got to go down to the back base. I don't actually know where that is, so we will let the mission indicator guide us a little bit. Back base, you know, they're in the back. I guess that's probably why they're called that. Who's ready to break some stuff? Oh, that's what this is. Alright, the best kind of dungeon is a spaceship dungeon. I've played a lot of video games. I've been through a lot of dungeons, I can tell you, with some confidence.
Were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king.
I need your gun, please give it to me.
Look at this ripe piece of meat just sizzling on the grill. Yum, yum. Time to feed the flames.
It's nothing personal. Promise.
Oh, you don't want to do that.
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like? I don't think this deck is too well ventilated.
Speaking for myself, Captain, I am not of a mind to be murdered by a psychopath who plays with fire.
You came with the crew. Welcome.
We got plenty of space to spread out, but only room for one captain.
Oh, I'm not allowed to lie to him. Well, we're really, really good at speech. I'm going to try to lean away from persuading people in general, again, just because that tends to be the character I play in these sorts of games, but I have no problem with an intimidate check. You're only getting out of this alive if you play nice.
Woo, look at the courage on this one. Lay it on me, boss. Give you a taste of that fiery primal spirit.
Look, I'm here for some parts. Junlei sent me.
That's right, sir. Just the parts. We'll be in and out in a jiff. You won't even know we were here.
Tennyson just keeps feeding the furnace, don't she?
We're still playing with her last sacrifice out back with the crew.
Okay, against my better judgment, what are you doing to that poor engineer?
We were just sitting in a circle, sucking down exhaust fumes and toasting to the memory of our brain cells, making this broken angel fly again.
Okay. So can I grab that part then, maybe?
You don't just ask a king for a favor when you're standing in his court. You bring tribute, sacrifices, prophecy, shit like that.
I mean, we're definitely gonna just splatter this dude, right? You know, those parts are leaking deadly toxins. I'll just go and come back after you're dead.
Under its skin, this ship is all poison and darkness. Lead bones, asbestos muscle.
Same.
Maybe you're right. You've got the run of the kingdom. Up those stairs, you'll find the parts.
My crew won't get in your way.
That was very easy. I guess we're extremely good at speech, but still, that felt a little too easy. Honestly, the application of the speech skills in this game does just feel, I don't know. It feels kind of tacked on. Like the thing where you can just steal from anybody and then say, I wasn't doing anything, actually, and they're fine with it. You know, there was something else. I just love talking to you so much.
Lay it on me, boss.
I'm good for it.
I do actually like him, though. How did you end up back here?
Ship got impounded. The crew and I racked up a debt while we were grounded, and my baby got sold to Sublight. Scrapped for parts. That's bureaucracy for you. Piracy with a smile.
Oh, don't I know it. How is it that this happened to a guy who has a gun as large and impressive as yours? It just seems strange. You know, that sounds a lot like what happened to me.
Am I your dark reflection? Shit, must be getting old. Stay here too long, and the groundbreaker drains you like a fuel tank.
I kind of
You can
love
come and go in
this
my
thing he
little
has going
kingdom.
on.
Just try not to piss off any of the gestures.
All this beneath the skin, the ship is poison and darkness, like... This is a totally believable debtor's prison death cult.
Proverbial unwashed masses would turn their noses up at this place, or cut them off.
Max, don't be so judgmental. Out loud, please.
Look, Red gave me a taste of the good stuff. I've been tripping for days.
Careful with that shit. You'll end up as crazy as he.
Seems like, nobody minds me just taking everything here. This they would mind. Well, you guys seem to be having a good time. I mean, I'll say this, everybody's wearing face masks. Can't believe nobody bothered to loot all of these mechanicals down here. Ooh, look at that guy. Cannot interact with, cannot loot. They've done a fine job on the faceplate here. Very strong. Really projects an energy. Do I want to steal these bits? Absolutely I do, of course. What are we even talking about here?
Can you imagine being frozen for 10 years, sailing through space in a room such as this?
No. Truly unimaginable. I guess at some point I should probably, let them know what's up with me. Maybe. They have not earned my trust yet. Why is nobody watching any of this stuff? They should, put locks on the containers at least. Ooh. Free splash-resistant clothing. Which, as we all know, is the best kind of clothing. I'm just saying, in my line of work, really it's a people business, and the thing about people is they are just packed with fluids. It is all fluids, head to toe. Alright, let's explore some of these little side paths here. Don't actually know where we're going, but I will probably know it when I see it. There's quite a lot of people in here. We probably shouldn't steal anything we don't really need to. Oh man, but I do need to steal these mag picks and shunts. I suppose our other option is we could just kill everybody. Boy, Private Letty Dixon is just staring dead right at me, huh? Maybe we should resolve that problem first.
You're the first person I've seen who talked their way past McRed. It may not sound like much, but take my word for it. Wow.
Seems like you're maybe better off up in engineering than down here with the outlaws?
I'll get back to my post. See you topside, stranger.
Was that it? Wait. Really? I thought that was going to be... Hold up. Nope, I pressed the button and closed the door. Talk to me.
Seeing you, stranger.
Nope, she won't talk to me. I didn't realize that was gonna... I thought she was going to explain why she wasn't up at her post. Really caught me off guard. Okay, well... So there's 3 of them, and we could just kill them all. Am I willing to kill 3 people for a single mag pick? Yes, absolutely, without even thinking about it. I am a little curious, though, about whether or not we would get away with it in the sense that, is it going to aggro everybody upstairs? We also could just take the mag pick and lie our way out of it. We'd have to lie twice, but I'm comfortable lying twice.
Not so fast. What do you think you're doing?
Nothing at all.
Best make yourself scarce now.
Okay, if you steal multiple items before the first time they talk to you, you only have to do it once. Oh, look at that. What is that? It's a cute little mini drone. Well, I mean, we're stealing that. Hey, what's your deal? Is there an opening in that mask through which you could smoke that? It doesn't really look like it.
The back bays are all the home we have, and the only home we need.
Here's the thing. I do feel bad for these people. I don't really want to kill them. Our character is a lot of things, but he's not just a straight-up murderer unless he has to be. I don't want to be murdering all these marauders, but marauders, they have a tendency to swing first. I'm just going to take this, and we're going to get yelled at again. I think that's my plan.
Incoming!
Nope, apparently that makes it a little too real.
Sure!
Sometimes violence is the only way.
I hear you, Max. What is the camera doing right now? Alright, well, great work, everybody. I mean, you saw it. That was self-defense. What is this? Why am I getting an indication right here? Oh, you know what? I think I hit Z, is why.
I'm going.
I see. No, erase all waypoints. Do not waypoint. Well, good work, everyone. Way to save me ammo. I don't feel great about it. But I do feel great about all this free purple berry fizz tea, and oh my god, look at all this stuff. We don't need even one of these. Hopefully the people upstairs are not going to be mad at me. I'm glad we spoke to the person in the room who has a name before I tried stealing everything, though. Would have been a real shame to have her accidentally get murdered by Parvati's overzealous hammer swings. Because yes, of course, this is obviously all Parvati's fault. Are we good here? Did we steal everything? You know what? We have a ton of picks. I'm comfortable opening this. This is the whole reason we're so interested in getting picks.
Easy.
Fair number of bits. Okay, bunch of guns. That's probably... I don't know if that was worth the value of the picks that we spent to get it open. Oh, I'm encumbered. Well, that's a pretty solvable problem. We can definitely just break down a huge amount of this stuff. I have to click on yes. I can't just hit, like, enter. That's a little bit annoying. Well, we certainly don't need a shovel. I don't need... Yeah, whatever. It's a pristine saber. See if I care. We do have access to a slightly better plasma rifle. Are these two pristine rifles identical? Yes, they are. Okay, break one of them down. I guess I could have just sold it. Don't need a hatchet. I have my two-handed weapon of choice for the moment. I think we'll hold on to the security blade, though. So that's a Deadeye assault rifle. That seems like a thing we ought to hold on to. Don't need a pistol. Don't need a normal assault rifle. Don't need one of these. Or one of those. What is this? Plasma carbine. Well, probably not too important. Listen, I got plenty of guns. Okay. Oh, we don't need this. We should also break down a ton of armor while we're here. We're getting breakdown bonuses? Do I have a high... I don't know. I'm sure that's skill-based. I just don't care enough to go look. Sure do love breaking things down one by one. I should probably be a little bit careful, because somewhere in here there are helmets that we should keep. I'm gonna hold on to this one, obviously. Do we want to break this one down? I'm gonna keep it for old time's sake. We could probably go ahead and drop most of this, though. And each one of these things weighs, like, over a pound. It's weird how everything is 3 armor parts, even stuff that's just, like, a cloth robe. Okay, there we go. 133 of 190. Seems like a value we can work with. Time to see if... Nope. No hostilities. I really appreciate the game not making them basically all just aware of anything that happens to any of them. So that is certainly a thing that happens sometimes in games. People know things they couldn't know, and then you suffer for it. That's ominous in there. Well, seems like a real not my problem. That person can kind of see me. Oh, hold on, we can take all this stuff for free. You know what, I'm pretty far away from everybody. It does seem like people don't notice you stealing, even if you're kind of in their line of sight, unless you're pretty close to them.
We got another complaint. People don't like worms in their shrooms.
Aw,
Okay.
they're just tilling the soil. Besides, they're my friends.
Find a new friend. This worm fixation is screwing with our bottom line.
Well, that's weird. Worm fixation. Huh. What exactly is happening here? You know what? I should probably actually have a look at our inventory. Ooh, free plasma cutter. Probably actually have a look at our inventory. We've been stealing stuff, and I don't actually know... Was it all junk? Was that cool mini drone junk? No, it is not. It is in our quest items. Ah, might look nice in one of the cruise rooms on the Reliable. Okay. So not really a quest item. Just not something you ought to sell for 2 bits. That guy can kind of see this. Junior Mycologist Log. When I settled on Groundbreaker, I thought this would be my gateway to the stars, the beginning of my epic tale as a spacer. Now I grow shrooms for a bunch of outlaws. Not even for selling, they just eat the damn things by the handful. Some of the crew have been tripping for weeks. I suppose it could be worse. Heard of a sublight contractor who got dissolved in chemicals and flushed down waste treatment for stealing from Lilia. Now McRed, he's always happy to see me. He calls me his fungus lad. Update, McRed just set a man on fire for having his laces undone. Shit. Maybe I need to be more careful about what I'm growing. I ought to find something that calms him down. Time to experiment. Okay, hey, that's good, solid thinking. Are you the mycologist?
Your aura is like a disco ball caught in a black hole.
Okay. Is that just black? I mean, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know a ton about black holes. Or disco balls, frankly. I'm very sneaky right now. Very sneakily stealing these bullets. I don't even need 2 bullets. Like, what is the value of those? Hey, hi.
What do you think you're doing?
Nothing.
All right. Scram.
Okay, easy enough. Just take that while your back is still turned. That was easy enough. Okay, so what we know about Outlaw Squad Leader is that she has a pretty large gun. Will you talk to me?
Your aura is like a disco ball caught in a black hole.
I see. Side effect of these mushrooms is that they make you very unoriginal. Well, I guess we don't really need to steal anything else here, and all this stuff would just be broken down anyway. I kind of can't help it, you know? I love stealing so much. The only thing that gets me up in the morning. Right, and I mean that's interesting stuff over there. It's probably not directly relevant to our thing here. There are other side areas though. Got kind of stuck on that ladder for a weird amount of time.
Today's my birthday.
Oh yeah? Fuck your birthday.
Harsh. I guess that's probably like pretty useful if you're not able to talk your way in here smoothly.
When I look at you, all I see is light.
And also I draw my weapon. Oh, and then puts it away again afterward. Yeah, alright, people are like very, very into these mushrooms, is what I'm learning. Is there anything else in here that's actually worth having? We don't need the heavy ammo. I mean, like, heavy ammo is worth having, but we have plenty. Then again, that guy is not paying attention, and also he's very high. I don't have a lot of experience doing this in real life, but I bet it's just, like, very easy to steal from high people.
Fantastic, we've got them. Now we can move on to cleaner pastures.
Sad part is, I bet he thought that was clever. Let's grab this from over here. The thing that disappears can be visible to the enemies as long as you're not visible when you take it. See? We learn. Ooh. Okay, free stuff. Well, that was easy enough. I wonder if you can, like, figure out something to do with the mushrooms and then give McRed some mushrooms and he, like, calms down or something. That little plot line is probably going somewhere, but we don't really need it to. If I talk to him again, what are the odds he's going to explode and we're going to have to fight everybody? I don't know, non-zero, but I'd feel bad leaving without saying goodbye.
Neighbor from above. What brings you to my little moonlight kingdom?
Okay, no new dialogue options. Well, you know, one big advantage of leaving McRed in control down here is that we can easily enter the back bays and take whatever needs to be taken down here, but nobody else can. So that gives me some value, some job security. Retrieving things from the back bays has a truck factor of 1. That said, it was really, really easy, and I'm surprised nobody's managed to pull that off before. Oh, should we be... Whoa. Frame rate. Should we be trying to save her dude? Eh, whatever. I'm sure McRed's just getting him high anyway.
You've returned, and in one piece. Color me impressed.
I mean, I have only been gone for like 20 minutes. I got the parts for the radiators. What now?
Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down into the machinery shaft. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship's PA. And bring weapons. There's a slight mantipillar infestation.
Okay, I don't know what a mantipillar is, but I think I get the idea. Define slight for me?
More than a few. Less than a hive. Nothing you can't handle.
I assume.
We were salvaging parts from a ship. Turned out there were eggs inside. They got into the radiators, and here we are.
Okay. Yeah, I'll make my way down there. I'm not going to
Don't
complain
worry,
about
Miss
being
Juno.
asked to
We'll
do the
be
work.
super gentle with the ship. You don't got a thing to worry about. I mean, aside from fires and such.
I'm genuinely heartened to hear that. Thank you.
I like Junlei. She seems competent and confident and also weirdly willing to trust me, which, I mean, it's always good for me. I don't know if it's necessarily going to be so good for her. So down here we go. It sure is hot in here. Alright, mantipillars. What's a good mantipillar killing weapon? I guess we can start with this thing. Maybe bullseye a couple from far away.
The controls are in the back of the machinery shaft area. Keep clear of the
Ugh.
radiators.
Well, that didn't work. How about some of this? Oh god. They're spitting fire. Yeah, okay, hold on a second. Let's just take a breath. Oh. Is this the only one that's still alive?
Show them how it's done.
You guys got it seems like. I'll just loot real quick here. Never mind, not a lot to loot. But they're really going for it. Where are you all running off to? Also, I'm on fire. Okay, they're like... Oh, there's stuff above us. That's where I'm taking fire from. Well, sure, let's go get them. Oh, never mind. They got him. We should probably... No, they did not.
They shouldn't have stood in our way.
Okay, hammer's pretty good. Not like we need to save ammo, but it is nice. It's fun to use. And I like the way it staggers people. So we got to get used to using our melee tech anyway. What is that weapon mod? Or armor mod. We just picked up an armor mod called a backpack. 20 kilograms of carrying capacity. Okay, pretty good. Oops, that's not what I meant to... I'm just nervously clicking my mouse buttons, apparently. Alright, well that's probably where we're going, but hold on, I didn't really get room to explore down here. We might be missing valuable materials that we don't need. Ow, okay. That's what the problem is. I got too close to the coils. It's not that they were spitting... It's not that the mantids were spitting fire at me. It's that you just can't walk too close to those things, because they're actually very hot. Alright, Auxiliary Monitoring Station. Let's check out the logs. Arrival confirmation. To HHB Earth HQ, transmitted via probe, archived at source. It is my honor to report that Groundbreaker has successfully arrived at the Lagrange point, having released our cargo of prefab housing, settlers, and supplies at their intended colony worlds. May they prosper and expand. Now that stages 1 and 2 of the mission have been carried out, my family will take ownership of the Groundbreaker as specified in our contract, keeping the ship in active duty as an independent trading post, repair stop, and cargo bay. I'd be remiss if I closed this transmission without sending my hopes and best wishes back to Earth. There's so much ahead of us, but we'll never forget what we left behind. Then, a stern reminder. Some very rich and unsavory elements among our colonial neighbors seem to have the wrong idea about why I flew us out here. It wasn't for a 9-figure blood money salary and a Spacer's Choice logo stamped on my ass. It wasn't to nickel and dime passing ships out of their last bit. Groundbreaker has no role in the success or failure of Halcyon's corporate entities. Period. I negotiated that understanding and clearly outlined it in writing before I ever set foot on this ship. If anyone wants to dispute or compromise our independence, they will answer to a Tennyson. We're a family operation. Even when the last Tennyson falls, Groundbreaker will remember us and defend its freedom accordingly. So it turns out this conflict runs in the family, which I think is a thing we already knew. Not touching the sides. Alright. Let's get in here. I guess I should be walking around with my hammer out.
Tells me the security mechanicals booted up and killed a bunch of mantis. Bad news. Diagnostic says their circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not too picky about who they kill next. Sneak past if you can. Shoot back if you need to. I can always fix them later.
I don't know if you're going to be able to fix them from what I'm going to do to them. Stealth. Look how stealthy I am.
System alert.
Trying to break line of sight. There we go. Okay. Oh, you guys. I don't know, man. Sometimes I think video games are alright. Which way do we want to go? Well, that way doesn't have the blue lights, so I guess this is the one. I gotta remember to hit the time dilation when we get into real combat here. So stealthy. Stealth! Ooh, boy. I could really knock them off their feet with this thing. Oh, he's not dead. There we go. Not dead till they light up and are lootable. That was easy enough. Alright, I guess we're just going through here. Wait, back to sneaking. So sneaky. All we gotta do is make it to cover. So there's two in here. That one's looking right in this direction. I mean, pretty much what I'm doing right now is humoring the game mechanics, because we absolutely could just... Oh, wait, is he able to see? I think he might not be, because if he was, he'd have seen us by now, right? That other one walked all the way over there. Oop, that was a bad idea. Touch that while I'm stealthing. Alright, we got him. We got him. So when we hit him dead center with the big hammer during time dilation, it has that big knockdown effect, although it's not taking him off his feet the way it did the other one. I do appreciate getting to see an actual health value. I assume they're roughing up the other one. Ow. Pravati, be more careful. We good? Everything fine? Oh, I see. This is a problem we probably do actually have to solve with the rock. Is Pravati down there? Where'd she go? How did she manage to get downed? Also, where's that noise? Is it directly below us? I guess it must be. Alright, hold on. We're just gonna make sure we're not missing any loot over here. Alright, Pravati's back up. Did I loot this one already? Yes. Boy, those things are fast. Okay, I mean, I guess that's where we're going, huh? No, I'm unable to clear the railing. To think, all this work and then our adventure through space is stymied by a 2-foot-tall railing. I mean, I guess that's why OSHA installs them, right? Trying to keep intruders out. I don't know if this is the way we were supposed to come down here. There's probably like a ladder somewhere.
Go ahead and cycle the droplet pumps. And if you don't know what that means, just look for a command that says cycle droplet pumps.
Yes, thank you. I can read. Alright. Lots of warnings here. Lithium fluid pressure at 23%, solid state radiators 102% capacity, PCM heat sinks at 98%. That seems bad. Ambient station temperature a bunch, machinery shaft temperature even more than that. Well, why don't we cycle the droplet pumps? Hold on, I'm going to read the logs first. Staff is getting restless. Workaround and half-cocked solutions are all we've got to mend Groundbreaker's bones. In many cases, we can't revive one system without cannibalizing another. Grandma lived with that reality, and so will I. I can rally our spirits, but what happens when I'm not around? Groundbreaker's real test will be seeing if our independence outlasts me. I'll take that bet. Old plans, new problems. Found some of Chief Guiying's old schematics. Groundbreaker must have taken a beating during the crossing, because she spent half her career patching it up. A lot of corners cut when they put this place together. Among her papers, I also found the layout of a hangar that doesn't match any of my docks. Something that might have gotten sealed off along the way, like blood cells isolating an infection. I hate to put sentiment down in print, but every time I open a panel or find some workaround in the guts of this old bird, it's like I can feel you reaching out to me from the past, Grandma. That's kinda sweet. I was just making sure there wasn't a note in here somewhere that was like, hey, whatever you do, don't cycle those droplet pumps. Okay. Non-expendable personnel must exit the maintenance shaft before activating the cycling protocol. Cycling successful. Cool.
The temperatures are dropping.
Well, that was easy.
Stop by once you found your way out of there. Groundbreaker owes you things.
Okay, and this is that door we couldn't go through earlier. Are we missing anything else? No, it's just a very small area. Okay, well, simple enough. Take this, my legs. Oh, I didn't even take damage. I feel like we've taken damage falling smaller distances than that before.
No one saw me trip over that, right?
You mean the mantisaur thing? I mean, just try to wash your boots afterward. Like, very thoroughly. We'll find a big stew pot somewhere. You can just boil the hell out of them. I should probably put this gun away. Hey look, it's me, the hero.
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds.
3,000 bits, huh? And welder's goggles. Kind of feels like you don't have a lot of faith in the board. Seems like an odd thing to say at this juncture, but why not?
You're right, I don't. The board is after two things, bits and power, and they only get it by sticking their nose where it doesn't belong.
So how do you keep the board at a safe... haven't we asked that question before? You know what?
You've got my attention.
I'm good here. We're just gonna go. Oh, God. Is there any jump scare greater than me leveling up? She's not even paying attention. I'm gonna take this shunt. Have we... I'm gonna steal this. I probably can't even read it. It's probably just a junk item. No it is not. Broaden your horizons with a little light reading. We can give this to Parvati. I don't know if she needs it, but, you know, it'll make thematic sense in her room. Also, welder's goggles. Engineering plus 15. That is pretty impressive. I can't imagine why I would ever take off my moon helmet, but now I know we could at least. Alright, what about you? Plus 10% chance to extract mods in the field, melee damage, armor rating, range damage. I do like this, so I guess we'll take Mod Finder, even though I don't think Mod Finder itself seems very good. Part of the problem is that the combat is just not difficult enough for us to have ever needed to use a mod so far. Increase the duration of your dialogue combat effects leading up to bonus science weapon damage. Or we could grab... okay, the same stuff. All companions have the same stuff outside of their uniques. Well, that's a little disappointing. I guess we'll take this. So that refers to, like, the way humans cower from us sometimes because of our persuade skill and stuff. Alright. And then I have a perk of my own to distribute, and this will be the last one before we can go up to tier 2. A companion crit chance is maybe worth taking at this point. We don't really need walk speed up because we have run speed up. Maybe it would be nice to be able to do that. We're pretty strong. And it's hard to stay over encumbered when it's so easy to break things down into parts that have no weight. So, I don't know, Traveler doesn't seem all that important. I guess high maintenance is maybe fine. Then again, where are we at on parts right now? 341 weapon parts, yeah. It might be the case that the durability system just is not a real thing. Not a thing we have to worry about. I'll take this. We're very much about fighting as a team. And then skill ups. I think this is where we were going to take, 10 more points of inspiration. Beautiful. Seems like a beautiful thing. Also, look at all that companion damage bonus. Plays very well with their increased crit chance. So, at this point, we should be seeing... Jesus, yeah, we're getting 24 points of engineering from Parvati. Alright, we are real good at some things now. Or rather, as a team. Our team is real good at some things. Ooh. Okay. They gave me the ability to look behind that shelf. I thought that would be a real cool place to hide some stuff, but apparently they disagree.
You aiming to send a message? If so, we best do it now while we still got time.
Are we concerned that there's not going to be time? Why would we run out of time? Are you headed somewhere?
Me? No. But our relaying capabilities? That's on the final countdown. We're going offline in 3, 2, 1.5... No. Wait, I've lost track of my weeks. Maybe it was 36 or... sometime dire soon.
Why? Why would that be the case? Why are you about to lose comm capabilities?
Our primary relay station's soon to be occluded by a gas giant. Happens every 40 years or thereabouts. The event's forecasted to last for months, during which we'll lose signal to the station.
That'll put the whole system in a right dire situation.
We've got backup auxiliary relays, but the one currently in orbital range went offline some months ago. We can't spare people for routine maintenance.
Well, I'm great at fixing things, as long as fixing things only involves shooting monsters and then pressing a single button. Sounds like it's time to get that station back online, then?
Yeah, I'm working on it. I finally got the chief to approve the budget for a diagnostic expedition.
I guess that's me.
Allocating the personnel loss for sending a technical team to the relay station keeps getting denied by Junlei. The chief.
Yeah, I think that's why she sent us over here. I guess I'll check out the relay. No need for official sign-off.
I should say no, but why not? Maybe you can figure out why it's offline. I'll send you with an equipment manual. Hopefully we'll get lucky, or I'll get my approval in time.
Hope you don't mind if I borrow that manual when you're done with it, Captain. I could do with some leisure reading.
Oh, and I'll need you to retrieve a copy of the relay's backup data. I gotta forward any messages from Earth stored in the memory. Better late than never, eh?
Yeah, I guess. Sorry, you just let messages from Earth sit in a memory on an orbital relay?
It's not like they're in high demand. Most tend to be adverts on new products, meaning only folks in Byzantium can afford them. I'm sure the station's got a stack of junk messages just waiting for me to sort through.
Okay, well, that seems like a thing that is well within our capabilities. But of course, well within our capabilities tomorrow, because for now, we are out of time. Thank you all so much for watching. I'm enjoying it. I'm digging this so far. It's a little shaky, and to be perfectly honest, it maybe is suffering just a little bit from having been released around the same time as Disco Elysium. It was probably not a thing that that they were looking at as they were building the game, but I'm digging it where it is now. So come back next time, tomorrow, for more of us solving everybody else's problems, and we'll see you then.